Texas Homeless Network estimates that there are at least 60,000 Texans experiencing homelessness on any given day. Roughly a quarter of those are children below the age of 10. Chronic or temporary homelessness has a huge monetary cost on society and represents a tragic loss of human potential. The Secretary of HUD, Julian Castro, said, "We know that it costs up to $50,000 a year to let a person cycle through emergency rooms, hospitals, and other costly public services. Cumulatively, the homelessness problem in Texas costs Texans over $1.5 billion annually. There are thousands of organizations that help people in homeless situations. However, many of their services are delivered individually rather than through coordinated efforts. This leads to service systems focused on programs rather than people. Worse still, many organizations find themselves competing for limited funding and resources. This results in energy spent on competing rather than on collective action that is focused on solutions. Further compounding the problem, there is an increase in the criminalization of activities that are associated with homelessness, despite the fact that many communities lack the affordable housing and housing services that would help people to avoid homelessness in the first place. Criminalizing homelessness does not fix the problem, but instead creates an even greater strain on individuals that face daily challenges to acquire life's most essential needs. The Secretary of HUD went on to say, permanent supportive housing only costs up to $20,000 per year. Whether it's the couple who went bankrupt during the Great Recession or the veteran who's having difficulty adjusting to life back home, they don't need a handout, they need housing. We must work together for collective community impact. Together, we increase our capability to operate programs and systems whose ultimate purpose is to prevent and end homelessness.
We believe that there are three main factors that contribute to homelessness. And if we can solve these three things, we can solve homelessness. We need everyone to have a living wage. We need everyone to be able to afford housing. And we need everyone to have adequate health care, including substance abuse and mental health treatment.
The Texas Homeless Network is a statewide organization that provides solutions to end homelessness in Texas communities through education, resources, and advocacy. THN truly believes that it is possible to end homelessness in Texas. We know this sounds like an impossibly huge task, but with the right tools, it's an attainable goal. First, we must educate. THN is passionate about improving the skills and knowledge of the people who are working to end homelessness.
Through the years, actually, our case managers have taken advantage of various trainings that Texas Homeless Network has provided. And it has always been a great source of skill building, sharpening their skills, helping them really understand the details.
Many of the costs associated with homelessness are avoided when service providers have effective strategies and implement them efficiently. Members of THN have access to unparalleled educational opportunities. THN provides the playbook that allows you to eliminate homelessness in your community. We offer training in clinical, program, and community-level best practices, including the Case Management Institute, the Housing Summit, and the Texas Conference on Ending Homelessness. We teach not only why and how these methods work, but how to implement them in your own sphere of influence. When these practices are understood and implemented effectively, homelessness can be eliminated for a lower cost than is currently being spent on homeless services.
It's really exciting to be a part of helping lots of communities know what works so that they can help the people in their own communities end their homeless situation for good.
Secondly, we offer a full suite of resources. One of the greatest hurdles for service providers is acquiring valuable tools, technical assistance, and data that make it possible to achieve goals.
For me, it was so beneficial because I came from another state and I had not worked in the kind of social service arena in the state of Texas. So I was unfamiliar with a lot of the resources that were available. So THN actually has really been very, very beneficial to me in that regards, that they have provided me with knowledge of kind of what's out there, what's in the community. So it's a process of learning, and I know it takes a while, but I think that the Texas Homelessness Network has been a big part of that.
Members of THN have access to valuable information and tools that make it possible to thrive in the modern nonprofit climate. It is increasingly important for agencies and communities to collect and analyze data routinely to ensure effective and appropriate service provision. One of the best ways to collect this data is through the full implementation of a Homeless Management Information System, or HMIS. Texas Homeless Network serves as the lead agency, HMIS administrator, and the collaborative applicant for the HUD Continuum of Care program for the balance of state. Members of THN have the benefit of planning, tracking, and evaluating their work through THN's HMIS. It is both a case management system and a program management tool. THN also serves as the lead networking agency for Continuum of Care.
So in the Balance of State Continuum of Care, we offer support to communities that are outside of our major metropolitan areas in Texas. These are areas that have not had this type of support in the past and have not been able to apply for some of the federal funding that is available.
THN's full suite of resources is varied and vital for any service provider that wants to have the maximum impact on their community. These, along with many other resources and materials, make THN membership an indispensable part of any Texas service provider's toolkit.
We are the agency that's behind small movements. We've stayed involved in every aspect of homelessness, from legislative to volunteer management. We can help assist somebody that's city level, county level, church level, we don't care. We've helped anybody and everybody.
The third thing we are passionate about is advocacy. We must work together toward system and policy change. Through advocacy, the criminalization of homelessness can be a thing of the past. Affordable housing can be a reachable goal, and behavioral health treatment can become attainable. With your help, we can become a single, powerful voice to influence local, state, and national policies.
Just remember, we the people can affect great positive change if we get involved and stay involved. Homelessness is an issue that can be resolved with adequate health care, including mental health and substance abuse treatment, adequate incomes, hopefully a living wage, and of course, affordable housing. Please work with Texas Homeless Network to reduce, prevent, and eliminate homelessness in all parts of Texas. Thank you.
Join the Texas Homeless Network and become part of the solution.
I really believe in our agency, and I believe in what we're doing.
So I truly believe that we are ending homelessness.
Really commit to the concept that yes, we can end homelessness.
Go to thn.org to learn more.
Let's end homelessness, y'all.